Hola, amigos. Red Pill Biker here. So, a little earlier today, I was watching some television. And I got to tell you, I've gotten to where I watch little to any television. But occasionally, after I've made myself something to eat, I'll sit down and I'll just flip around and see what's on. So the show comes up, and I'm familiar with it. I've seen it before. It's called Naked and Afraid, and I don't really care for the show. No offense to those who do, but I'm watching the first few minutes because I want to see what the naked girl looks like. So shoot me. So anyway, they do the intro, and this nice looking, not real hot, little chunky blonde-haired girl, mid-20s, late 20s, comes out. And I'm just, they're introducing the guest to be, and they kind of give a little background. And the first thing out of her mouth is, and I'll paraphrase it because I didn't pay that close of attention, but the first thing out of her mouth was, "I'm out here to prove that I don't need a man." Okay, that's the same crap they were starting to teach women back 40 years ago when I was still young. So that was no great shock. And then she came out with, and I've been fighting against that all my life. And I think that's what caught me off guard. The other, I don't need no man, you hear that from everybody. And it's a huge red flag, gentlemen. But the fact that I'm fighting against it, and I got to thinking to myself, yeah, you don't need no man. Unless, of course, you need a mechanic or a plumber or an electrician or a new roof, or any lumber or any wood products, or a logger, oil, power lines put up, waste disposal, road work, carpentry, a welder, a truck driver, if you need new windows or a painter or any remodeling in your home, engineers, firemen, lawn care, law enforcement, farmers, pest control, fishermen, bricklayers, and of course a real army to fight a real war. And these are just a few of male-dominated occupations. I could go on, and I don't want to. I think I've made my point very clearly. And here's what it kind of boiled down to. When you sit there and you say, "I don't need no man," what happens is you eliminate 99% of the shit that gets done that you don't even think about. Because you're working to become the CEO of the corporation. You have no desire to work down in the mailroom or go shovel asphalt on a 105-degree day in the middle of Oklahoma summer. That's not the kind of man work that a woman wants to do. And so they negate all this kind of stuff because they don't need no man. And it made me realize that attitude is an attitude of ingratitude. They aren't grateful for what men do, what we produce, not just around the house and showing up with a paycheck or what we may occasionally get to do in the bedroom. That's an all given. But the entire structure and infrastructure and the society in which we live is not only built by but maintained by men. And when you say something like, "I don't need no man," you're negating everything. And it's an absolute sign of disrespect and total ingratitude. And I'm sitting there thinking, what a stupid thing for this young woman to say. What a stupid thing. I mean, I get it. She's trying to prove that she can live alone and naked in the middle of a forest, in this case, and survive without no man. But you know what? The world don't survive without no man. We are an essential part. We're not only an essential part, we are the essential part. Imagine what would stop happening tomorrow if we men really did all get together and say, "Okay, you don't need us. We're out of here." And I tell you, gentlemen, it is a huge red flag. When I was first dating my ex-wife, during the whole lovey-dovey love bombing thing, she said something that really didn't set in with me until later as I thought about it. And it kind of ate at me for a while. And she said, "I don't need you. but I want you. Now, to a guy who's laying there in the afterglow of an amazing sexual encounter, that actually sounds kind of cool and kind of romantic until you realize needing something is something you take care of and you nurture because you need it. I need my pickup truck. So I need to get my oil changed on a regular basis, and I need to make sure I don't go slamming it into other things. If I just wanted a pickup truck and I had another car or two on the side, I don't know that I'd put that much effort into maintaining it. Maybe I would, maybe I wouldn't, but there's a difference between needing and wanting something. I need to eat. I may want a ribeye, but I need to eat. Once you look at something and say, I don't need that, it falls in its value and hierarchy further and further and further. Gentlemen, we are needed. You are needed. And anybody, any female who says, I don't need a man or I don't really need you, that's the time to exit. So anyway, gentlemen, life is hard. Don't make it any harder than it needs to be. Keep it real and adios.